Well, Kama, I figured this would be the perfect place to talk story because this is the first place that our paths really crossed, even though we never met, right?
Yep.
I was up here, you were down there.
Yep, my first time ever playing here.
Hit a 1-2 pitch, strike three, she strikes out the side. All three go down swinging. The Warriors of Kamehameha, they've been riding the wave that is very simply Kamalani Dung.
Here we are years later. It's fun to talk to you because so much more is going on, including you now up here on the other side calling games. How much fun is that?
No, it's been crazy. When you said riding the wave of Kamalani Dung, I was laughing because I found that clip and I was like, from that moment, literally the moment that you said that all the way to where I am now, I feel like I've been riding still the same wave, like everything. It's just been crazy, all the things that I've been able to do in both sport and then now finding myself up in the press box too. It's been crazy and awesome.
You know, it's not asking you, well, what are you up to? It's what are you not up to? Because once I saw that click, I started following you on social media, and my goodness, you are everywhere. But the message seems to be empowering young women, especially from the West Side. You're a Waianae girl.
Yes, born and raised Makaha girl. My whole thing is taking everything that I've accomplished up until this moment. I know that I wouldn't be able to do it without the community that's been supporting me, people like you guys who have been so invested in my journey and making sure that I've succeeded, that now that I'm back home, my goal is to give back and show these kids, you know, I was someone that the odds were never in my favor, and I was someone that shouldn't have made it, shouldn't have gone pro, shouldn't have gone to college at UC Berkeley, and shouldn't be where I'm sitting now, and I am. I've done all of these things, and I think it's kind of just a testament to the community, and I just want to give back.
And the softball part is still a part of it. You mentioned Cal, and then you play for the Puerto Rican national team kind of when you're available, but you play in some of these big international tournaments.
Yep, so as of today, I'm still active on the Puerto Rican national team roster. We got a few opportunities to win some medals this year, so you guys might see me making guest appearances if it fits into my schedule. And then I have a few offers to play pro in the US as well, but right now everything's just kind of like on a scheduling basis if it works out.
And you're also coaching and doing clinics at the recent state tournament here. A lot of the girls for a lot of the different teams were girls that you kind of mentored, coached.
Yep, so since I've come back, I've made it a point to, even though my schedule is super busy, I'll drag myself to my cages out in Kapolei Kako cages, which I'm partnered with under Kama Training, and I'll make sure that I get there, coach the kids, and it's been crazy the feedback that the parents have been giving me, and it's been crazy to just see these girls getting actually better. This is kind of my first time being in that coaching role, so now seeing the girls getting better, and then now it's just to the point that people are going to college, getting offers, and kind of starting the same cycle that kind of changed my life.
Yeah, gratifying for sure. So softball was the springboard, but now, I mean, you're doing modeling, you're doing mentoring, you're doing a lot of business, entrepreneurial stuff, helping people get their head start. I mean, it's really kind of you're like an octopus, your arms are everywhere.
Yeah, right now I have my hand in probably every jar possible, seeing what sticks, and I think it's just, I have such a confidence coming from Waianae and beating the odds in that way that now I feel like anything that I do, I know as long as I'm going 100% in it, I know that it's possible because I've seen it happen in my life, and now trying to live big, and I'm trying to document my story more. I've always been one to kind of like hide my story, and thankfully the community has done an amazing job of covering. Like, you guys have just done awesome.
Cover of midweek.
Yeah, just so crazy. Like, everyone's just been supporting so hard. So now I'm trying to do better at telling my story because it has been super inspirational to a lot of people. So,
and getting people to understand that they could enjoy your story without a softball in your hand. There's other parts of you, right?
Yep, so solely focused on, you know, sports, but my main thing is helping kids, families use sport as more of a vessel. Because, I mean, it doesn't matter who you are. If you're me, if you're someone that finished in high school, if you're Tom Brady, for all we're talking about, one day sports ends, and it's kind of like, what have you cultivated in sport? What have you learned, and what will you pass on? What will you carry on for the rest of your life, you know?
When you look out here and you see the infield and the circle, I mean, yeah, that kind of tugs at the heartstrings, doesn't it?
Yeah, something about just seeing a softball field it hurts to not play, to be honest, to just watch the game. Like I just want to go out there and I feel every emotion the way that I would if I was pitching. Like if there's bases loaded and the pitcher is throwing, I'm like, my heart is pumping because I'm like, don't pitch outside. Like I'm thinking all the things that I would be thinking, and it's just cool to see the next generation getting their shot, and I'm just honored and thankful that people keep me in the game and give me a reason to still come to games and still be having a good time along with the girls on the field.
I want to end with a photograph, and you know where I'm going. If you were to Google, and for my money, Shohei Ohtani is the greatest athlete going right now. If someone were to Google his wife or girlfriend, a picture of you comes up. We're going to end the drama. You're not his wife. You're not dating. How did this picture happen?
Oh my goodness, it's been crazy. Me and him met a while back at a game at the Angels Stadium.
With the whole team?
I was playing on the Puerto Rican national team. We ended up taking a picture, and I was always a big fan of his just because he was a pitcher who hit. He was a rookie that year, so I didn't really know who he was. No one really knew who he was yet. So I'd say that everyone else is on the bandwagon. I was an OG Shohei supporter. And we took a picture. I mean, he was super kind. He just only spoke Japanese, and then we went our separate ways. And then after that, now it's just like the internet has taken this and they're like, we want this to happen. Like all of Japan or just all of these different, like CNN, whoever is just like broadcasting it out there that we dated, that I'm his wife, that we dated in the past or something, you know? I mean, I will never complain about being linked to the modern day Babe Ruth. Like, he is one of the biggest sports people on earth right now, and why is this random Waianae girl from Hawaii linked to him? It's the same favor of like why everything in my life has been awesome. So I'm just thankful.
And hopefully he would say, hey, I took a picture with her. She's doing great things.
You know, it's funny. I think that one day we'll probably meet up and just talk it over, and it'll be like all a funny joke.